Hi, my name is Junelle Speller, Vice President of the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation Registry. The report highlights the accomplishments of the PFF Registry over the last year. It includes information about the actual registry, the information that we gather, the various metrics, including patient-reported outcomes, the number of patients who agree to do additional research, blood samples, and more. We also highlight various patients and look at their experience within the registry and their motivation for doing so. Finally, we touch on the research that has been done with the registry data, including work with Precisions and Prolific, two new clinical studies, and also highlight the work of the PFF scholars and additional research. So the registry captures data for patients who are enlisted in the 42 care center networks across the United States. Patients go in and have their usual course of care. Data coordinators at the site then input that data into the clinical data registry. Also, patients provide patient-reported outcomes about their quality of life and usual daily routine. What we want to capture is how pulmonary fibrosis affects their daily living. The registry also includes medical outcomes such as hospitalizations and what we call acute exacerbations. So if a patient is having difficulty breathing and they have to go into the clinic or to the hospital for emergent care. Patients can also provide a blood sample that includes DNA, RNA, and plasma, and a high-resolution CT scan. That information is stored in what we call a biorepository that is then used by researchers for future clinical research. To date, we've done about 38 research studies, including many that have been published in journals such as CHEST, Journal, ATS, and others. We've also had manuscripts, posters, and other studies. We are very excited about a new study called Precisions, which uses clinical data and blood samples from the registry to apply the principles of precision medicine to the diagnosis and treatment of IPF. Precisions is supported by a $22 million grant from the National Institutes of Health and Three Lakes Foundation. Earlier this year, the PFF joined forces with Bristol Myers Squibb and numerous other companies to form the Prolific Consortium, a new collaboration to develop, test, and identify important markers for pulmonary fibrosis. So a set of biomarkers were selected for their potential to predict the disease course of pulmonary fibrosis and how well a drug will work in a specific individual. The biomarkers will be used for comparing results across different clinical trials, which could speed regulatory approval. The registry data is open to researchers, those within the care center networks, industry participants, and others. The process begins by submitting a proposal, which is routed through internal committees within the PFF for review and approval. We also work with our partner, SABRE, at the University of Michigan to ensure that the research questions that are being asked can be answered appropriately by the registry data. So we are very excited about the next phase of the registry. We are currently in the development phase, gearing up with our partner, SABRE, from the University of Michigan, and we will start re-enrollment of the clinical registry in the spring of 2021. We also are eager to have a direct-to-community registry, which will be open to patients outside of the care center network, lung transplant recipients, caregivers, and families. And what this will do is show a true impact of pulmonary fibrosis in the United States. The other key feature of the new registry is an opportunity to input data remotely. So we will have an online portal where patients can go in and answer key questions about their diagnosis and experience of care. This is an exciting addition, especially in the current pandemic that we're experiencing right now. It's easy to sign up to get information about the registry reopening. Please help us spread the word, and if you are a patient, encourage your family members and caregivers to sign up too. Thank you in advance for your participation. The PFF Registry is supported in large part thanks to our founding partner, Genentech, Boehringer Ingelheim, United Therapeutics, and other foundation and individual supporters.